Y'all probably heard about this story. A guy named Jensen Karp finds shrimp tails in his Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal package. He posted this on his Twitter. When I saw this on the news, it intrigued me. Cinnamon Toast Crunch later made a public statement saying, after further investigation with our team that closely examined the image, it appears to be an accumulation of the cinnamon sugar that sometimes can occur when ingredients aren't thoroughly blended. We assure you that there's no possibility of cross-contamination with shrimp. Then the guy Jensen fired back and responded, okay, well, after further investigation with my eyes, these are cinnamon-coated shrimp tails, you weirdos. I wasn't all that mad until you now tried to gaslight me. So apparently this got heated up because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is denying these are shrimp tails. They later responded with a public statement saying, while we are still investigating this matter, we can say with confidence that this did not occur at our facility. We are waiting for the consumer to send us the package to investigate further. And the latest update as of making this video, the guy Jensen tweeted that he's getting the shrimp DNA tested by a carcinologist, which is a crustacean researcher. And this is being paid for by Cinnamon Toast Crunch, he said. So it looks like these are going to be tested to identify if these are shrimp tails down to its species. This news I'm sure got everyone grossed out, but on the back of my mind, I wonder, would shrimp and Cinnamon Toast Crunch together actually be delicious or just gross? Only one way to find out. I decide I'm gonna cook and test this out for myself and give you my review. Would this be a good delicious recipe or not? Cinnamon Toast Crunch shrimp. Stay tuned and we'll find out. And here are the ingredients we're going to use. I have 1 pound of jumbo shrimp. We're going to remove the shell and leave the tail on, so it'll be a finger food. I had 33 pieces of shrimp in there. And of course, we'll need Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. The seasoning will strictly be the sugar and cinnamon from the cereal. And I'm using coconut flour as a base just to add in a little flavor in there. For dipping sauce, we're going to try sweet chili sauce and also yum yum sauce. These both go well as dipping sauce for shrimp, so we're going to give it a try. So first we'll need to prep the shrimp. I'm using a paring knife. And I'm just taking out the body shell and the legs. So just gonna peel that off. And I'm gonna leave the tail and the last joint shell on. So I'm just gonna discard the body shell and then just put the shrimp in a bowl. So how I peel the body shell off, I grab a paring knife and I dig in the shell on the side of its body near the legs until it reaches the 5th shell. While I hold on to the last tail shell with my thumb and pointer, I'll pull the paring knife downwards so it cuts through the legs. And while I hold on to the last tail joint shell, I start peeling the body shell back and over the shrimp and under, and it should remove the legs and the body shell easily, keeping the tail shell on. At this point, you can devein the shrimp if you wish and have the time, but for me, I'm not going to do that since it was becoming too time consuming. And it'll start to become easier and faster peeling off the body shell and legs as you keep doing more shrimp over and over. Have you ever wondered why restaurants leave the shrimp tail on? The top 3 reasons I found online people do this: 1, it adds additional flavor to the shrimp; 2, for aesthetics or visual appeal; and 3, ease of handling if the shrimp is eaten with fingers. Okay, now that we got the shrimp peeled, we're gonna grab about 2 cups of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And yes, I did check my package and I didn't find any shrimp tails in there. And then you can either blend them or place them in a Ziploc bag and crush them like I'm doing here. I'm just using a rolling pin and I'm crushing it down to little pieces. You also want to make sure you get a lot of fine sugar and cinnamon powder in there, because that will be the seasoning for the shrimp. And the little bits of pieces you get will be the crunch for the shrimp. So if you do blend it where it becomes crumbs, but you also get a lot of powder in there. Just like that. Then crack 2 eggs in another small bowl and blend together. This will be the dip right after the flour to stick the cinnamon toast crunch coating. I put about a cup of coconut flour in another bowl, and I also have a wired tray pan to stick the shrimp on after you've coated them. So I'm dipping the shrimp in the flour first, then the egg yolk, and then in the cinnamon toast crunch. When I dip them in the cinnamon toast crunch, I dip it on one side, then I flip it to the other side. With my finger, I grab some of the cinnamon sugar powder and sprinkle that over the shrimp to fully coat the shrimp as much as possible. Now that I'm done coating the shrimp with the leftover cinnamon toast crunch, I'm just gonna sprinkle the remaining cinnamon toast crunch on the shrimp again. And now we're done with the prepping. Next, we're gonna pour vegetable oil about 1 inch high in your pan on medium-high heat. Once it starts sizzling, we can start adding in the shrimp. I'm gonna put about 5 to 6 shrimp in at a time since that's what fits in my pan. Always keep a close eye on the shrimp because they will get golden fast. When they look golden crispy brown, I'm gonna remove them and place them on a plate with a paper napkin. When you remove the shrimp out of the oil, try to dip it out of that brown cinnamon coating that was left behind from the shrimps, so you get the cinnamon sugar coating back on the shrimp. I think I would have done that next time to get more flavor on it, since some of it got lost off the shrimp. And there's the final result, our cinnamon toast crunch shrimp. Can't wait to give this a try. So in a side sauce bowl, I've got the sweet chili sauce to dip the shrimp in, and the yum yum sauce, another option to dip the shrimp in. And if you want to learn how to make this yum yum sauce at home, I'll link my recipe video in the description below. Now let's get to the review. By the way, my external audio wasn't connected properly during my review, so I apologize for the muffled sound. So just turn the volume up a little if need to.
Alright, we're going to taste test this cinnamon toast crunch shrimp. Is it all good? Cinnamon toast crunch shrimp. And these smell really good, just like cinnamon. So let's give this a try. I'm going to try this without any sauce first. Yeah, it's got a little bit of crunch there, a little sweetness. This is actually pretty good. And I'm going to try and dip it with sweet chili sauce. Wow, this is good. Almost like a sweet and sour. Yeah, that crunch gives it a little bit of texture. And then the cinnamon gives it a little bit of a slight sweetness. And the sauce just gives it more flavor. Let's try this with yum yum sauce. Wow, this really good too. This is really good. This one's more creamy. It's not as tangy as the sweet chili. So it's a little bit more creamy, mayo-y type of flavor. So if you want a little more mild flavor, this one's good. Both of the sauces are good. Yeah, without sauce, there's only hints of little flavor. I feel like you have to dip it in dipping sauce to get the full flavor effect. It's really good, yeah. If you just eat the shrimp by itself, I would give it a 7 out of a 10. Flavor is a little mild with the cinnamon. It's a little sweet, but it's not overly sweet. The crunch really helped the cinnamon toast crunch. If you dip it in any of the sauce I did, yum yum sauce, or the sweet chili sauce, it definitely bumps it up. I give it a 9 out of a 10, either one. Sauce completes the whole flavor. You just gotta dip it in sauce and eat it. Yeah, you can't eat the shrimp alone. Try it out. Cinnamon and shrimp actually goes pretty well together. So I was surprised. So I definitely make this again. Cinnamon toast crunch shrimp. Alright, thanks for watching.